Hello and welcome to A Throne of Games. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Century Spice Road by Emerson Matsuuchi and published by Plan B Games. Now, this game is getting a lot of hype right now, a lot of good reviews, so let's get it to the table and we'll find out why. First of all, shuffle the orange-backed point cards and lay out 5 like so, and place the draw pile to the right-hand side. At the leftmost card, place all the gold coins, and at the second, place all the silver coins like so. Next, take the purple-backed cards and remove the ones with the purple border and set them to one side. Shuffle these and lay out 6 cards like so, and put this draw pile on the right hand side there. Next, place the spice bowls in a position that's accessible to everyone around the table. And they need to be in this order: turmeric, saffron, cardamom and cinnamon. Each player takes a pair of starter cards, the cards with the purple border around them. They want an Upgrade 2 card and a Create 2 card. Next, each player is randomly given one of these Caravan cards, and the player who gets the card with the starter icon on it is the first player. Finally, for setup, each player gets a different number of starting spices. First player gets 3 turmeric, second player 4 turmeric, third player the same, fourth player 3 turmeric and 1 saffron, and fifth player the same. The winner at the end of the game is the player with the most points, and the best way to get points is by claiming these point cards. To do that, you're going to need to pay from your caravan the spices indicated at the bottom of the card. So, for example, on this card, I'd have to pay 2 turmeric and 2 saffron from my caravan. I'd pay them back. I'd take this card, scoring me 6 points. If I took this card, not only would I get 7 points, but I'd also take a gold coin. And the gold coins are worth 3 points each at the end of the game. The silver coins are worth 1 point each at the end of the game, and you take one of them if you took the card in second position. If at any point all the gold coins are used, then the silver coins would move into the first position. When a player claims a card, they take it and place it face down next to themselves. Then all the other cards slide up like so, and we draw a new card from the draw pile. Now, this whole game is really about getting a hand of cards together that creates a good engine in order for you to get the spices you need to get the points you need to win the game. So I'm not going to do very well starting with just my 2 base cards, so I'm going to need to get more cards from the merchant deck, the purple deck, into my hand. I can do that by looking at the cards laid out in the market, like so, and choosing which card I want to take. Now, I can take the leftmost card for free, but if I want to go further into the market, I'm going to have to start paying, and I pay in spices. I can use any spices I want, but the further I go in, the more I have to pay. So I wanted to take this card here, I put 1 on this one, and take this away. If I wanted to go further into the market, I put a spice on each card up until the card I want to take. Once that card is gone, we move all the cards along and we flip a new one over. If at any point a player takes one of the cards that's got a spice already on it, then of course they gain that spice. So here, I or another player would be able to take this card for free, and also I'd get the bonus of the spice already on it. So during your turn, one of the things you can do is play a card from your hand. And you do that by placing it face up onto the table and carrying out the action shown on it. So these cards are the spice cards. So if I played either of these, I'd be able to take cards, take spices from the bowls. So for example, if I put this one down, I get to take 2 turmeric. If I place this one down, I'd get to take 1 cinnamon and put it into my caravan. Another thing you could do is to upgrade. So there's, for example, the upgrade 2 and the upgrade 3 cards. Now, if I played the upgrade 2, I'd have 2 different options available to me. One is to upgrade 2 spices of any color once. Now there's a hierarchy of spices in this game. So you start with turmeric. Turmeric can upgrade to saffron. Saffron can upgrade to cardamom, and cardamom can upgrade to cinnamon. So I could take 2 turmeric, place them back into the bowl, and take out 2 saffron and place that onto my caravan like so. Alternatively, I can upgrade one thing, so 1 spice twice. So I could take 1 saffron, put it back, upgrade that to a cardamom, upgrade the cardamom straight away into a cinnamon, and put cinnamon there on my caravan. The third kind of action card available to us is the trade card. So if these are in your hand, you can use them to trade the spices that are in your caravan for other spices. So for example, if I played this card onto the table, I'd be able to convert my brown one, my cinnamon, into 3 saffron. Now in my next turn, I could use this card to turn 3 saffron into 3 cardamom. So I could do that. All the time eyeing up this point card. Now all I need to get is 1 more cardamom, and I'm going to be able to claim this card for 12 points. Now it's good to remember that you can only play 1 action in your turn. However, with the trade cards, you can do the trade as many times as you can. So let's say I had 3 of the brown cubes, the cinnamon cubes, in my caravan. I could actually convert them into 9 saffron. Oh, I'm trying to remember all these spices. Into 9 saffron. So I can keep using this as many times as I want during my turn if I've got enough space. So there's only 10 spaces and enough things to trade. And you can probably start to see now that using these cards in order is how you generate more and more spices, more and more different spices, upgrading them in order to be able to get the point cards that you're aiming for. So let's quickly go back over the actions available to you on your turn. So on your turn you take 1 action. That could be playing a card. So playing a card, taking a card from your hand, playing it down. So it could be the spice card, where you can take spices from the pots. It can be the trade card, to trade cards from your caravan with spices in the pots. Or it could be the upgrade card, to upgrade spices in your caravan to better quality ones. Then we've got the acquire, so that's acquiring a merchant card. And as we went over, you do that by placing your spices down and taking the card that you want. Then we've got the claim, so claiming a point card. So for example, if I wanted this one, I'd need yellow, red, green and brown in my caravan. I'd pay them in and I'd get this card and 12 points. And finally, we've got the rest action. And the rest action basically involves you simply picking up the cards that you've previously played from the table and putting them back into your hand, this means these cards are now available again to use. So this is a really good way of creating an engine and repeating that process over again to make more of the things that you need. And those are the 4 actions available to you during your turn. One last thing to remember is the spice limit in your caravan. So we've actually got 10 spaces here marked on the caravan card, which really I should be using, but I tend to not bother. So long as you're keeping track of how many spices you've got, there isn't really a problem. So you could do actions during your turn which could take you over the number of spaces actually allowed on your caravan. But all you've got to do at the end of your turn is discard down to 10. And it doesn't matter which ones you take out. So maybe you could have done an action which gets you a load of green in, and you then go over your limit, but you'd be able to discard the yellow or the red blocks out in order to get your number down. And that's how to play Century Spice Road. Now, I'm really enjoying this game right now. It is definitely one of my favourites. It's getting compared a lot to games like Splendor, which is not a bad game to be compared to. You know, it's an award winner, but in my opinion, this game is quite a lot better. It's deeper. There are more options, there are more levels, and I generally just think this is a better game and more enjoyable to play. So if you did enjoy playing Splendor, then you're really gonna love Century Spice Road. If Splendor didn't quite scratch that itch for you, then I'd recommend giving this a try instead. Also, the gameplay is really easy to pick up. Anyway, I'll get around to writing a proper review at a later date. I hope you found this rules run through useful. Please give me the thumbs up and subscribe, and thanks, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.